What are 5 things that you should consider before buying an old homestead? That's what I'm going to talk about today, so let's get into it. It won't happen overnight. And boy, isn't that the truth. That's the first thing. When we moved into this homestead, we thought, oh man, within a couple months, we'll have some chickens, I'll have fencing up for cows, we'll have a place laid out for a garden. None of that has happened, not one thing. And again, I'm talking about old homesteads here, not like a new build or something built recently. The place that we bought has no infrastructure and it was neglected for years. And all the time that we've been spending, and we're at, I think 5 months now, has been just getting the place livable. We know where the chickens are gonna go, we know where the garden's gonna go, we know where the cows are gonna go, but we haven't been able to work on any of those. Right now we've been trying to fix the house up and just getting things livable. So it's not gonna happen overnight. You have these dreams that within a couple months you're gonna be homesteading. If you're buying an old homestead, that's not gonna happen, so you've gotta be patient. Just expect that if you buy an old place, it's not gonna happen overnight. Trust but verify. This kind of ties into the third thing that I'm gonna talk about. But with trust and verify, we were told a lot of things by the realtors and by the previous sellers of this property that weren't true, and we should have done more due diligence to make sure that what they were saying was accurate. This creek here, which is beautiful, Brush Creek, runs along 2 of our pastures. We were told within these pastures we'd have no problem putting up fence, so we could put cows down here. Well, they never told us that this creek likes to flood up into the pastures, and I should have done more due diligence and checked that, but I didn't. I just saw unicorns and rainbows and thought that it was great. Septic didn't work in the house. The appliances were shot. There had been flooding down in the basement, and the realtors and the previous sellers weren't upfront with us with that stuff, and we should have done a better job verifying that. So if I can recommend anything, if you're told something by the realtors or the previous sellers about this old homestead or property that you're thinking about buying, do your due diligence, do your research, and make sure that what they're telling you is accurate, because if they're blowing smoke at you, you're gonna end up getting stuck with having to fix all of that. So trust and verify. Cost. Oh boy, this one's it's a tough one. Ties into the second and the first thing you should consider. We thought we had saved enough money to get everything done that we needed to with this property, and boy, we didn't. When the septic went out, that was a lot of money. The first day we were in the house, the air conditioner went out. The previous sellers destroyed all the appliances, so we had to buy a new refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher. I could go on and on and on with all the costs that we didn't think we were gonna have when we bought this place, and all the money that we had set aside to buy specific things got taken up by something else. So all of those things now have to wait, and then that makes getting a chicken coop and fencing and all the things to actually have a working homestead, those go on the back burner. Those have to wait. So cost, get ready for that. You're gonna think you have enough money to get your old homestead up and running. You're probably not, because you're gonna come across things constantly that take a little bite out of your money pot, and before you know it, you're broke, and then you gotta start saving. So cost, that one's gonna get you every single time. Equipment that you'll need. This ties into cost. Depending on what kind of homestead that you're gonna try to run or set up, there's different pieces of equipment that you're gonna have to get. Some of the things that we've got, I have old Ollie Mae here, which is an old Ford 8N. You can walk over here, and I've got an old tiller and a blade. I've got a disker over there, and then we've got Big Red, which is back there. I've got a flatbed trailer that I needed to buy. all of that stuff costs money, and those are things that you need to think about before you buy your homestead. What are the pieces of equipment that I'm going to need so that I can operate it? We've tried to do our best with that. Everything that I bought is used. There's nothing new. New is expensive, and our money had to go to other things. I've got a side-by-side that's in the garage broke right now. That was a Facebook Marketplace bust. But you need a side-by-side. At least we need it because it's a lot of property, and if I want to go down to the pastures and work on cutting trees down, it'd be nice to have something to throw all the wood in and have a little trailer, which we need to get, and hook it up to the side-by-side. So think about the equipment that you're gonna need. Try to budget out for that the best that you can. Look on Facebook Marketplace. Everything else that we've got through Facebook Marketplace has been great. It all works. Sometimes you're gonna get a dud. That just happens. But think of the equipment that you need, budget for that, and get it. Try not to do everything by hand. Work smarter, not harder. Last thing I want you to consider is how much you're gonna enjoy working on your homestead. Now, full disclosure, there are things that I have not enjoyed working on, septic being one of them, but to have the chance and the opportunity to make something yourself, for us to be a caretaker of a very, very old home built in the 1800s and try to bring it back to life and turn this place into what it used to be years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, which was a working farm back then. For us, it's just gonna be a little homestead. But to have the opportunity to do that is very, very rewarding, and we've really enjoyed that part. It's brought the boss and I closer. My mom lives with us. She's really enjoyed it. So that part is gonna be great. You wish you could get everything done all at once. At least we do, so we could get started on the actual homesteading part, but we'll get there. Part of the enjoyment is the journey. So just remember that you're gonna enjoy it. Keep a positive attitude. Sometimes it stinks and you'll start feeling a little negative, a little down. Get over it because you've got an end goal. There's a result that you wanna get to, you wanna meet. So it's okay, you'll enjoy it, and I hope you do. So those are the 5 things that I came up with that you need to consider before you buy an old homestead. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, hit the little notification bell. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.